Well, to give our local beat writer and good friend Todd Golden a little jab, I hope that wasn't listless or lethargic there to start like we had been. No, but I mean, you're right. So this guy's played with tremendous effort. What an effort to overcome a very good team, a team that really needed a win, a team that's not used to be where they're at in the league right now. We made a bunch of mistakes. And then down the stretch there, we'll take it on the coaching staff on giving up the 3 on that long skip pass, and then the press breaker, Brenton's mistake, and Murph bailed him out with a tip in. So just a gutsy, tremendous effort, very, very hard fought over a very good team.
Questions?
So how do you explain why you're so lethargic and listless in the first half? I'm just kidding. You're going to take a jab.
I don't know. If you get an answer, tell me. I would love it.
Obviously, you got saved by the hand of Murph there, and I don't know if you've seen it, but he was boxed out by 4 guys in that play. Obviously, it's not the way you draw it up, but just reflect on his ability to use his strength to your advantage.
He did save us, but we had the game won. That's a game that you get the ball in bounds, you don't give up that 3 there against a little soft press, and you make your free throws and you win by 8. And that's where we got to grow up. We've had a lot of trouble, as you know, with some of that stuff at the end, games where you should extend it a little bit with your free throws, and it's veterans, and veterans have to do a better job with it. But Murph is a load. I mean, he's super athletic off of both feet. Again, I can't remember if he's 3 for 4 from the field. Only had he had 4 rebounds, but he's just he's a load to deal with. And what I try to get him to understand is having to guard him every possession over and over and over, he's going to wear guys out, and we still have to make even a better conscious effort to throw it to him. He and Amandre can't turn it over. They got to slow down a little bit, but we have to play off those guys. If we can start playing off those guys more, it's going to help Brenton and JB. I mean, JB carried us again for a stretch there, so thank God for that. But that's not going to be able to happen all the time. He's really good, but he's not going to be able to do that all the time. So we have to be able to run some offense and get them baskets later in possessions.
Mentioned Jordan, and obviously from about maybe the 3-minute mark of the first half onward, he was pretty electric from that moment forward. UNI was not playing bad defense on him. What was he doing to kind of pick his spots and create his shots?
He can create separation. He's really good. He's got an uncanny step back and just being on balance and being able to lean just a little bit on his shot. He gets it off quick. He was going against great defenders and against a great defense, and there wasn't an easy one in there, whether it be a step back or just rising up and hitting. I could have sworn that last one was going down too. It was right on line, but he's got courage, he's got guts, and he wants the ball in his hands, and he made some great plays. If he doesn't do that, we can't win the game. So he got us up to where we got the lead a little bit at a surge, pretty much all on his own.
The fight we saw tonight from your team, we haven't always seen at times this season. How happy were you to see some of that fight from your ball club tonight?
Well, I've seen it a lot, though. I've seen it a lot. It's just not near consistent enough. You go through a stretch, and if you play in our league, you guys have all seen it. If you go through a 5-minute stretch where the other team's competing harder than you, you're going to be fighting uphill, and we've done that. Whether we didn't start as good as we needed to tonight, we didn't finish as good as we needed to. We've got to continue to get better and more consistent throughout a 40-minute game. We had a couple freshmen out there a lot tonight, and those two aren't used to having to go against a team like that and how hard it is and it's going to be. But they're learning. It's good they can experience success with it tonight over a hard, grinded out, tough fought win. But we've seen it a lot. These guys care. They really play hard, but you also got to play smart. Everybody's going to play hard. Everybody comes in here is going to play hard, but you got to be able to play harder, longer, and play smart.
What does it say about the defense? You play without Kedar Davis, who's arguably your best, man-on-man defender anyway. And you play some of those young guys, and it didn't look good early, but certainly in the second half it got a lot better defensively. And what does it say to their commitment to having a defensive commitment?
Well, everybody looks at film, and you can look at the Drake film and just see how many dead layups we gave up. So I think UNI came at us with, hey, if they're going to pressure you, you're going to go by us. But we've been working on being able to put pressure on the ball, but also keep the ball in front of you better. We really worked on that a lot for the last couple days, and I thought it tightened up and got a little better in the second half. And it all starts with help. It all starts with your communication and the guy on the ball just being a lot tougher than what he's been. So we made it tough for them at times. Gosh, they only had 7 offensive rebounds. It seemed like they had 20 there, because I think every one of them was huge. I think they're up 13-2 with second chance points at halftime, and they were running down a lot of loose ones. But yeah, Key's for the most part, Key is one of our better defenders, and freshman had to step up tonight. Demonte had to step up tonight, and I was just happy to see him do it.
When did you know you wouldn't have Kedar?
Yesterday.
What's his prognosis going forward?
We've had a lot of guys sick, as you know, you've been around. We'll see how he feels tomorrow, but we've quarantined him just like we had to quarantine Devin and Tyreek and DeMonte. Devin's status and his status will probably we'll reevaluate it tomorrow. But it's just he's been sick. He's had the flu, so you know it sticks with you a couple days. And he did nothing today. He was in bed all day today. So maybe by Sunday we can get something out of him.
You knew UNI was going to come in here and play desperate. You know, they're looking, you know, they're winless in the league. It didn't, again, you know, I hate to harp on this theme, it didn't look good early, but do you feel like your team matched their desperation enough tonight? I mean, you got the win, and certainly in the second half it looked that way, but
you know, and
do you feel like that's getting there?
You know, I read your stuff, and then but other people are too, you know, because they knew UNI. You know, when the new UNI's coming to your place, they know that you're going to see a very good team regardless. But then I think everybody was a little worried because they knew, oh my gosh, they're 0-4. They've got to win, so they got to come in there and do this. So maybe our guys got a sense of that. We talked a little bit about it, but we also talked about you always have to be the more determined, more desperate team, regardless of what records are. Because if you, I thought Drake came in here with a determination, you know, and they were undefeated. And we had a chance to win that. So I just think it's everybody's going to play hard. It's going to be the matter of who asserts their will, who executes a little better, and makes those plays. Any motivation you can use, great, but you shouldn't have to use any of that because it's all about your team and how well you guys perform.
Any other questions for Coach? Great, thank you.
All right, thank you guys.